the other thing too is everybody's level of success is different. I have agents that support a golf habit. I have agents, like I said, that make a 6 or 7 figure income. Here's the deal. If they're happy with their success, I'm happy for their success. If they want to say, Ty, what do I need to do to Cody talks about, be the 8%? Let's have a conversation. Let's come up with a game plan that works for you. And along with that is put it in writing, put it in front of you. Go watch the podcast show I did with Cody about a dream board. It is crucial. And that plan of action is crucial. I know that each of you can be successful. I know you have it in you. If I can do it, a kid that took 11 times to pass the insurance test, that is dyslexic, has to sight read. I'm not a very good speller. So people that know me, they're like, okay, that's just Ty's language. I speak another language because I can't even get grammar right. If I can do it, I know you can do it in whatever decision you make. But it's that one decision I made to listen to an opportunity and then in turn get in the senior market that put me at where I'm at today. It's that one decision. And I had to make more decisions along the way. I had to get rid of a partner that I didn't feel like was a partner because they were taking a majority of the commission and my commission was assigned. And that's okay. Some people need that, but it wasn't for me. And I know that, and I'm better for it, because somebody that comes to me and says, hey, should I go captive or broker? Sometimes that works for people. You know, they don't want the responsibility of having to grow an agency, learning how to market, or even be an agent. You know, insurance agents are a lot like real estate agents. There's less than 70,000 agents that say they specialize in Medicare. There's 1.4 million real estate agents in this country. It seems like everywhere I turn around, someone's a real estate agent. Nothing wrong with real estate agents. I just like to come to have them work for me and partner up because they're really good at what they do if they've been in the industry a long time. Guys, I appreciate you being on this call. I appreciate you listening. I'm going to open it up for Q&A. And I don't know if I'm going to see that, Cody, because I'm not, you know, as technology savvy as you guys and your team, but will I see the Q&A, Cody? Put it in the chat. I think I'll see it. No questions? Wait a minute. Did we lose everybody? Oh, how do I get started? Oh, that's a great question. I was typing. So how you would get started is I don't know if you're insurance licensed or not, but you'd have to get a life, health, and accident license in your state. Good, you are insurance licensed. And then it would be seeing if it's a good fit. You know, I'm on all social media platforms at ty.r.brady on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. So ty.r.brady. I'm also going to give you a number where you can text. It's 1-385-800-1956. That is 1-385-800-1956. Let's see it. How do I go back and look at the questions, Cody? Oh man, hold on. I think somebody said, how long do I have to focus on Medicare? I've had agents achieve a 6-figure income in at 14 months. And here how the commission work, at least with my group, is that the street commission for a new to Medicare is $600. So if you wrote 100 policies between now and December 31st, it's 600 times 100, which is 60,000. Next year in January, you get paid $30,000 divided by 12. And so you could achieve a 6-figure income within, 14 to 18 months, depending on when you came on board in the Medicare arena. Every contract that I have is direct to the carrier. So, and again, there's an override paid to the agency. Leads, I love that question. I have leads that, how do I learn to focus on Medicare? I'll get to that question. Leads I have that I have leads that don't cost anything. I have leads that are $100. Cody has a lead program with Google that's been really hot, and it's a cost per lead. I have Turn In 65 leads, Medicare supplement leads. There's a whole, the sky's the limit. I have agents that don't buy leads and they work with referral partners like dentists or doctors or CPAs or other insurance agents that don't sell Medicare. What I would tell you is shoot me a text. I can send you all the different ways we have leads. I have lead vendors that are direct mail. They're exclusive to the agent, meaning they come from the mailbox to your mailbox. All of those things. How do I focus on Medicare? Let's have a conversation. Shoot me a text and we'll talk about what your needs are. What do I do to get your first appointment? What I like to do is get you some leads that don't cost any money, because they're going to get bloody. And then we have a conversation and do a debrief afterwards, because you're going to get an objection like this. I didn't send it in. My dog died. Now's not a good time. I'm going on vacation, whatever. You're going to get an objection. So I want to talk through those and make sure that and I have scripts and all that kind of stuff, but I really like to do a debrief. When I started, I would go out and take literally leads that other agents said were bad and threw them in the trash. And with leads, it comes down to this. If I got 10 leads and I got on them really quickly, I would know that 3 of them will do business with me if I get a hold of them before somebody else. Because in Medicare, they have to make a decision. So as long as they hadn't already made a decision, it was mine to take. They just had to trust me, because the cost for the plans are the same, whether you sell it or I sell it to them. The other three out of that 10 are the tire kickers. They're going to tell you now's not a good time. I didn't send the lead in. Can you send it to me in the mail? Their dog died. They're going on vacation, whatever. Call me back later. I'm at a doctor's appointment, whatever the objection is. And then the other 4, they're never going to answer the phone or text. But if you go to the door, you'll get them. And I love those, because guess what? No one else got a hold of them but I did. And it was a done deal when I went to the door. It was interesting to me when I used to run leads is I'd put NG for no answer. I'd put on their NA or excuse me, stop by, SB. And then NG would be no good. NA is no answer. Sometimes I would have 30 or 40 different comments on the back of that lead card, because my philosophy was they were buying or dying. My back was up against the wall, and I didn't want to go home and face my daughter and my wife telling them I failed that day. And I would make sure that I sold a policy a day, or at least by the end of the week, that I had enough 7 to 10 policies. Man, I can't wait. Go back to the chat here for a second. I missed a couple. Chat. Make sure I get everyone's questions answered. I love these answers. Appreciate you commenting. A first appointment. Oh, someone asked about Medicare supplement, Medicare Advantage. The illustration I gave you is for Medicare Advantage. Medicare supplements, the commissions are a little less. They go 1 to 10 years, and then they die off 1 to 3%. There's a little bit of a trail on the med sup side, and same thing, same leads. You just work different areas, knowing that you can sell all year round. We can target med sup, do a Medicare supplement comparison lead to get those leads. Their commission is a little less, like I said, on the Medicare supplement side, but it isn't as regulated as Medicare Advantage. Go back to the chat here. So someone said Medicare is my passion. I love it. Let's see, answer all these. I have seniors asking me. Somebody said I have seniors asking me all the time. That's great. Somebody said if I write 6 to 7 policies, what is that? It's 7 times 6. So what is that? $4,800 in a month if you wrote 7 policies. No, 6 would be $4,200. $4,200 you would make, and then I can explain how they pay that. I pay it out in 2 cycles. They pay a renewal rate, and then they true it up. Most carriers do in most states. Back to the chat here for a second. Somebody said, I didn't think you could door knock for Medicare. That is correct. You cannot door knock for Medicare Advantage, Medicare prescription drug plans, and Medicare supplement with AARP. Keep in mind, if I'm selling life insurance, dental, vision, and hearing, cancer plans, cancer, heart attack, stroke, hospital indemnity, you can definitely do that. So just know that those 3 products you cannot do: Medicare Advantage, Medicare prescription drug plans, and AARP MedSup. Love the questions. Did I get everyone's question answered? I know there was a bunch coming through. How do I focus on Medicare? We can target those individuals. So if I was to do a direct mail piece as an example, some demographics that I like to choose is 64 and after 72. Why do I do that? I do it because a lot of people are still working, and most people stop targeting people aging into Medicare at 64, at 65 and a half. So I like to go 64 and after 72. The other reason why is 4 out of 4 still need more. I help them with cancer, heart attack, stroke. I cross-sell a lot of other products to make them a client so that I can circle back during AEP and get the Medicare business if I choose. The other thing is female first, because most females open the mail. I like to do areas. So I've literally mailed areas, and one side of the freeway has been really good and the other side's been terrible. So I like to keep track of zip codes on where you mail. I don't like to put an income cap on the lead because traditionally people live in certain areas because of their income. So if you're targeting, if those of you know low income subsidy, LIS or duals, you can determine that. And then the last thing is keeping track of where you order those leads, because I've got, back in the day when I was doing direct mail, I was getting 4 and 5% in the direct mail for Medicare Advantage leads, and now it's about 1.8 to 1.2%. Startup cost. The startup cost of an agency, it depends. So every state that I spend about $30,000 to $40,000 every year paying state licensing and appointment fees. If you're going to grow an agency and you're just in your home state, it may just be the licensing fee to license an agency. I had, like, when I was doing all my personal business under Ty Brady at the time, so I didn't start my agency till I was 5 years in. And just remember that you have to be licensed as an individual as well as the agency. Most states require both. So I have Brady Insurance, the agency license, as well as Ty Brady for my personal book of business. So it could get costly pretty quick. I just tell agents that they're going to go work across state lines to make sure they're going there on a regular basis before they make the commitment of spending those dollars in those areas, because every year they're going to hit you with those fees. Someone asked about a good life lead provider. So again, Cody does a great job. If you're going to use anything on social media or Google, if you're doing direct mail, I've had success with ARM, target leads, concept leads. I mix it up because everyone's database is a little different. I use Lead Center, which is another one. I can get $2 life leads. I've done some direct mail myself, a personalized letter. I've been able to partner with funeral homes to sell like Great Western, their guarantee issue product. I have agents that do that. So, and not only that, I've had agents that buy Medicare leads to cross sell the life. I've had agents buy life leads to cross sell the Medicare. The leads a name and a number, and sitting down and having a conversation with those folks. But those are some people I've used in the past and still use. Startup cost. Somebody said that they haven't run into direct mail leads. That's probably true. If they were with a call center, they were all inbound calls. I'm going to say again, Cody does a great job with his team and Google engineers to get your phone to ring. They spend 2 to 3 hours every day taking out negative keywords so your phone rings. If you're going to work call-in leads, I tell all of my agents to make sure a couple of things. They got to listen to the consumer, first of all, because they're calling because they have a need. And if you're willing to listen and help them solve a problem, I guarantee you'll get the business. I had agents that used Google as an example, and they were getting calls for people wanting a stay-at-home wheelchair or a hospital bed. And they helped those individuals by asking what type of insurance they had. So they knew what insurance they were on, and then found a provider to get that bed or to get that wheelchair delivered to them. So that's an example of those inbound calls. But serve first, the money will come. Somebody commented, customer service mindset. Absolutely. All day, every day. Awesome. Somebody said they have a family member that owns a gym as part of Silver Sneakers. I've had agents partner with Rex